Welcome back to GOMTV.net with Tasteosis, bringing you the WCS Korea Season 2 StarLeague.
Well, Tasteless, we had a pretty nice match to open up with. At least that first game was. Sulky taken out Parting 2-0. And, of course, that leaves Sulky with the ultimate winner of the group with a 3-0. Parting, unfortunately, he was out before that, but he's even more out now, Tasteless.
Yeah, he's not. He could not be in a worse spot than that.
Yeah.
Ending this group here. This is going to be an interesting match. The TVT between Bbyong and Flash. Now, if you don't know who Flash is, well, first of all, you've been living under a rock for like the last 10 years of esports, but Flash is 0-2 right now.
He's out, actually.
But for Bbyong, in his career, that'd be really cool if he did manage to beat Flash in a televised match.
Yeah.
So I feel like this match, in a way, matters more than the other one did.
Yes, I would agree with you. I think that Bbyong is going to give us his absolute best play. I think he's going to try his hardest. He's on CJ. CJ is not left in it. The 3 teams left in Pro League right now are KT going up against STX this weekend, and then the winners go up against Woongjin. And we have players from all 3 of those teams playing today, so it makes it kind of hard. You know, Flash is playing this weekend, and he's going to have to be very careful with what strategies he shows because there's a very good chance that he's going to be playing against Innovation this weekend.
That is very true.
So he can't show his absolute best builds. He can't do it.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect. But, we could have some cheeses actually from Flash here.
Flash doesn't care to lose to anybody, so he's still going to He's still going to try to get wins
with
here
a reputation like him. I mean, this was the best Brood War player of all time, ever. So he's got a lot still. As good as he is in Starcraft 2, he still is not at that point that he was in his Brood War career.
Certainly not. He keeps falling out in that round of 16.
Yep.
But, at round of 16, again, you're basically the top 16 players in the world. You're amongst them. But hasn't been able to get past there. Top 8 is where you get the seed into the next season. Top 8 is the real place where you're like, oh, I'm good. That's where you go, oh.
You get a little wiggly like that. So we'll see what happens. Bbyong has already joined the game. Yeah. Our map is going to be Newkirk Precinct.
Yeah.
One-on-one map. Is a modified version of this?
The patch.
Of the previous map.
Because of the patch, Tasteless, we could be seeing some slightly different play.
Well, TVT has changed a lot. They modified the Hellbat.
Yeah. Yeah, the patch is out in Korea now. I'm trying to think because I didn't play much this weekend because I was sick. So
I thought it was out this weekend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm almost positive it's out.
I know it's out on all the other servers, but we've seen every now and then Blizzard hold a patch for matches to finish and stuff.
That's true.
No, I'm pretty sure. Anyways,
Bbyong is, I would say he's stands in the shadows of many of the other pro gamers we've had here.
Yeah.
When we started out with these 32 players, I'd say was considered the least likely to move on out of all 16 players that we had at this phase of the group.
Yes. And he lived up to expectations. He's not moving on.
Yes. So, he's very good, but when you get the final 16 players in the world here, it's pretty hard to compete. Now, Flash, this guy's a completely different story. This was the best Brood War player of all time, the very best until the very end of Brood War, competitive Brood War.
And he's looking to do the same in StarCraft 2. Not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he is out of here already. But that's okay. There's plenty of StarLeagues for him to win in the future.
Well, Flash wasn't the best when he started out playing.
No.
A different story. We have a lot of these guys who were top tier early on, and some of them have stayed around. Others have fallen off the wagon here. Flash in Brood War was not somebody who started out and everybody said, oh my god, he's the best. He just grinded hardcore until eventually mastered the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see similar results here in Heart of the Swarm.
I think eventually, he's too good at RTS games. He's too mechanical. He's too methodical. He's too powerful, Tasteless. But
he's really good.
Yeah, his TVT hasn't been holding up, at least in this season of the StarLeague.
Yeah.
Obviously he's lost to Innovation and Bomber, both of whom kind of trounced him a little bit. It wasn't really close matches.
The Bomber games were especially funny because of the Hellbat usage in those. So,
yeah.
I guess we'll have to see what happens here, but I'm really curious what builds Flash actually ends up going for.
Yeah, I think that we're actually going to see some cheese from him. And
I think so.
Flash is kind of notorious when he's playing someone, and I don't know his actual thoughts on Bbyong, so I'm jumping out pretty far on a limb here, but whenever I see Flash play against someone that has no business playing Flash, it's like, well, you're very good, obviously, that you get to play Flash, but you are not Flash level, and you can never, ever beat him. He oftentimes does a cheese. He does some early attack and just executes perfectly and you die. He does do that.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see that from one of these two guys.
Maybe,
in fact, we might even see it from Bbyong too.
It could. I mean, that's oftentimes something someone will do against Flash as well, is say, well, you're too good, so I'm going to cheese you.
Exactly. So we'll see. Flash does not generally lose to cheese, though, unlike a lot of these other top players that we see.
He's very good at holding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's one of these guys in Brood War who just did the very standard, safe style of play. And, you know, when you're that good at that, people try to trick you early on a lot, and I mean, he's just very good at detecting anything that's coming at him.
Yeah. I mean, this guy has like one of the quickest reacting brains. He plays so many games. He looks at it, says something's wrong, starts defending. Again, he holds just about anything. He's like better at holding than a coat rack.
He's pretty good, actually. By the way, guys, tell your friends to get out there, start tweeting, posting on Facebook about what we're doing here today, covering the WCS Korea StarLeague Season 2. A lot of people don't know that GOMTV is actually covering this right now. So definitely spread the word.
Indeed.
Do the right thing.
Yes. it is important that everyone watches this because it's getting better and better. And especially after these two matches, there are two matches that matter so much.
Yeah, today's a little bit of a weird day because our first two best of threes, the one that we just did and this one that we're doing right now, don't matter as much, even though the players that are playing in them are very exciting household names in esports.
Yeah. Well,
we're still waiting for on GameNet to get the game started, and as soon as they're ready,
pretty slow today on that.
A little bit.
Why? But
so we don't know what the delay is, but hopefully it will be ready and good to go soon.
Yes. They must have a lot to say about these two players, neither of which who can advance.
All right. It looks like it's finally time as the countdown has started. Bbyong, the underdog of this tournament, against Flash, the legend from Brood War. Who will win here today in this best of three? We're going to find out soon. The map is Newkirk Precinct. I'm Tasteless. With me is our toast. We're Tasteless, the casting Archon. And this is GOMTV.net. In the bottom right, it would be huge for his career if he won this best of three. He is
Master CJ Entus Bbyong.
And in the bottom left, we have our player, the perfect player from Brood War. He is
Master KT Roaster Flash.
Alrighty. So, now we wait and see what builds these guys want to end up doing. Can't tell anything quite yet. No SCVs have left their bases yet. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, see, did we call it or what?
Yeah. Well, it's Bbyong who looks like he's going to do some sort of proxy here.
All right, so that SCV is now going out here, and we'll make a barracks proxy. That's the term we use when it is made right next door to the opponent's base.
In close proximity. Probably where that came from.
Probably.
In fact, that is where it came from. Just throw away any doubt there, guys.
So we have, we don't see a second SCV coming out here just yet.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a one Rax proxy, it looks like.
Yep.
And
let's see if he gets the gas and goes for Reapers here.
Yeah. It is the gas. It could be a proxy Marauder Rush, though.
That is very true as well. Now let's see if this SCV actually spots this.
Oh boy.
I don't know if this is very well placed. Oh my God! Okay.
Oh wow, that's actually not well placed.
No, that's like not well placed at all. That's like
the worst placement you could have.
That's actually the worst placement you could ever have.
Like maybe right at the bottom of the ramp.
It's not even like hidden. I mean, if you just tell the SCV to go to their base, they will see it. Well, this is embarrassing.
That's funny because I think if it was one matrices down, it might have been okay. But yeah, Bbyong, like this is what happens to a lot of people that play Flash, or someone of Flash's caliber, someone like a Jadong or a Bisu or whatever, someone with a huge name behind them. They make a silly mistake they would never ever make.
Yeah, this does happen quite a bit.
They're intimidated,
Can't believe he misplaced that barracks.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, that's just,
And the funny thing is, Flash immediately starts making Marines and rallying them, knowing that he's going to be able to pick off like at least one or two SCVs likely because the Rax is so late for his opponent. And if there's one proxy racks, that means the guy's getting gas too. So now he's like sitting there with not many minerals. Look at his supply, 19 of 19. Oh, Bbyong is now supply blocked. He's up. Oh my God, this is so bad for him.
Yep, so Bbyong should not win this game from here, but we'll see.
We'll see how well Flash executes this. It'll be very annoying. And there you go, 1 SCV dead. A little bit sloppy from Bbyong to have one that far out.
Yeah, that was a bit weird too.
We'll see if he can actually get another one, because that Marine is going to finish up.
All right, he's starting to draw some other SCVs out here. I know there's a second Marine about to catch up and a third one en route.
With the closer rally points for Bbyong, though, I think this is pretty much the end of the damage. He made him pull some SCVs off the line just for a moment, so that's always good. And Flash, it looks like, is probably just going to go into Cloaked Banshees here after a Widowmine drop.
Yeah, it would seem like that is the case here. And so Flash already in a tech lead and an economic lead as well. Now the starport's on the way.
So Bbyong is not in a situation where he cannot possibly come back, but when Flash gets a little lead like this, because he does have the speed of his tech as an advantage, he'd kill 1 SCV, and of course he forced a cancel on that barracks, made Bbyong go into a build he wasn't prepared for, all these things.
Yeah.
When a player the caliber of Flash gets a lead like that, it becomes very hard for the other player to fight back.
All right, it does look like we'll have to wait and see. I can't imagine Bbyong doing any damage here. I really can't. You know, I'm looking at this from so many different angles, and I'm saying I don't. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? Yeah. So it looks like this medevac's almost popped out.
Oh,
and boosts its way over there.
One cool thing we can say, at least for Bbyong, is his cloak is quite a bit quicker than Flash's. We don't know 100% that Flash will go for that, but it really looks like it right now that he's going to follow up with the Cloak Banshee. So there's a possibility that his Cloak Banshee can do some additional damage. And it looks like he's going to use defensive Widow Mines here.
Oh, this could actually be very good then for Bbyong.
Yeah, if he happens to hit that with the mine and maybe bring some Marines down to help finish off the medevac, that could be great. You know, if he only gets out 1 mine, that would be super nice.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, but
he still gets the mines out. Oh man. Really nice shot pulled up there.
Not the most painful that it could have ever been.
And he'll burrow that second Widow Mine down there. He doesn't have a scan, does he?
I don't know that he has a scan right now. Let me check.
All right, takes out that
not
SCV.
quite yet. Not quite yet. And that's really known because there's now 2 mines in 2 different places.
Yeah, and that means he can't get that command center, the expansion to be finished anytime soon here.
Now, Flash is about to have a Raven out. It's still a little bit late, but it should make it so that he doesn't take too much damage here. That's a lot of Marines to try to micro through, and of course...
The Vikings' range is just too strong as well.
Yeah, that plus the Raven just makes the Banshee harassment a lot worse.
Yeah. Now this, again, the second Widow Mine now takes out this SCV, so he can't finish that command center, and if he cancels it, then he's even more behind. So this is like this second step in us seeing Bbyong get more and more behind. Yeah. The second big step, I should say.
That's right. Well, Flash, you know, with that command center already done, floated to the low ground, and the fact that he's going for counter cloak, it's very, very nice. Will Bbyong actually expect the counter cloak? I think that's the next really important thing.
Well, Countercloak is pretty popular in TVT nowadays. Now, he's getting this Banshee over here. Now, remember, this Banshee, the function of it early on was to actually do a good amount of damage. It never ended up doing that. And now he's not even microing the Banshee. It just gets picked off.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, and the second Banshee gets picked off as well.
And that's pretty painful, I do have to say, Tasteless. Flash, as far as the units lost tab goes, leading by over 2 times.
Yeah.
That's... this early in the game, that's pretty painful.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, Flash, he got... somebody attempted to cheese him, he deflected it, then did a little bit of damage, went back, defended perfectly, absorbing both the Banshees from Bbyong. And now he just has a massive lead. Even the supplies, this early, this is a pretty big deal, 57 to 68. Yeah.
Now, the Banshee is coming in. Don't forget the Widow Mine damaged a lot of SCVs before, so all those are going to be one-shotted by this Banshee, and that's huge. It's going to make him kill so many more.
All right, now he's going to come in right underneath this and try to get a scan off.
Yeah.
Not Flash's best Banshee harass.
No, not his best. But at this point, he's killed 11 SCVs and is 41 to 25, which is a rather big difference.
Yeah.
Looks like we're just going to have a counter push here from Bbyong. Not a bad choice, I would say, but You know, siege tanks on high ground with a medevac healing your Marines in front of them, going to do all right against, you know, siege tanks and Marines on low ground.
Yeah. Well, looks like we have another Banshee coming out here, and this one might do a lot more damage than the last because there's not really any defense here with Bbyong's army now moving out.
Yeah. Looks like he's starting to pick off SCVs already. Flash sees exactly what's coming. He's going to be able to siege up a couple siege tanks, and again, he does have a medevac right there. Oh, God, he even has that Raven. This is... I don't see Bbyong breaking through this at all.
All right, the attack has commenced, and nice targeting down there on those siege tanks there.
Oh, the Seeker
missile connects, and I thought I was actually going to kill it there, but it does not. No. With 11 HP remaining, and this Banshee's still doing a lot of damage over here.
Yeah, and Flash even scanned maybe to see if that Seeker missile had actually killed the tank because it was out of vision. See where the army is as well. I used to do that too. Like if I'd nuke someone, I would get out of vision. I'd scan to see it land. You know, it's fun.
Yeah.
And he is so far ahead at this point. Look at the supply status, 94 to 59.
Wow, I would say a counterattack coming up here from Flash would probably end this game pretty quickly.
There's a good chance of that. Looks like we finally do have a Banshee doing some reasonable damage here. But, you know, Flash has already done the amounts of damage that he really needs in this game.
Yeah, this is almost the point of no return here. And in fact, we don't know what was just killed there. Was that a medevac or a Banshee?
I'm not sure, actually.
And the gap in the bottom center. No, we got the tail end of it. We saw something blow up, but that was another small victory there for Flash, which is eventually just going to add up into a big win for him here.
Yeah, notice how now he's even picking off Marines. He doesn't even care about the workers as much anymore because he's done all the economic damage he needs. By killing some more units, that's going to allow his push to break through easier. He doesn't want to do 2 pushes. He wants to do 1.
Yeah. So he's going to go ahead and move out here. And that's it. He taps out. GG. Anticlimactic ending.
Anticlimactic game.
Young's like, all right, go to game number 2. I don't want to be in this game anymore. This hurts.
Yeah. Well, after that barracks opening, that's like the writing on the wall, you know?
Right.
It's like, oh, the scouting SCV naturally passed by your barracks. That's not good.
Right.
That's one of the first things you learn when you're learning how to proxy is to hide it outside of the vision.
Well, what was so funny was it wasn't like it was just like not hidden well enough. It was not hidden, period.
Do you think he chose the last second? Because if you plan a build like that, you know exactly where to put it. Or did Flash maybe, just maybe, correct the scouting path of his SCV
I don't think
slightly?
he corrected it.
You don't think so? I don't either,
so.
But
it didn't look like it.
I'm not 100% sure, so I don't know. That was weird, man. I expect that not to happen from a top 16 player, so I do have to question the scouting a little bit.
The thing is, it's not even like we have a problem with him doing the proxy. It's just put the barracks in a location where it doesn't get spotted. I mean, this is like Cheese 101.
Yeah.
This is like...
That's why I wonder if Flash maybe corrected the SCV path slightly.
It's
I'm
possible.
not sure, though.
Let us know on Twitter. It looked like he absolutely didn't, though. It looked like that was a right click there.
I didn't see any shift
and when you saw the SCV go there, it caught half of where the barracks was. It didn't touch the tip, which means even if you put it down a hex,
yeah, that's true.
It still gets spotted. The next map is going to be Whirlwind. Do you think we're going to see Cheese from either side over here?
4-player map. You don't know their starting spots. No. I think it's going to be... maybe harassment openings, but I don't think like a proxy racks. Probably not. If there is a proxy, I think it'll be 2 barracks proxy.
Well, I think it has to be. It can't be a 1 barracks proxy.
Yeah, 1 barracks proxy has to be a lot closer to the base.
Yeah. Or they can do that coin flip proxy where they put the you could put the barracks in between the other 2 mains. You just guess.
66% chance right there.
Yeah, and then you got a really strong rush that does a lot of damage.
Or you can do the sickest. Who did this? Was it Smuff in StarCraft 1? Yeah. He chose a base on a 3-player map and just made his proxy. He's like, Testy might be here. I don't know. And then he just killed him, and it was like, oh my god,
so funny.
Sickest coin flip stages.
Well, it means that can work sometimes.
Well, I guess actually a 3-player map that was a 50% chance.
Yeah, that's 50% on a 3-player map.
It was like 30%. Maybe he's in your own base.
All right. It looks like it's time here. Is Flash going to close this out with a 2-0, or will Bbyong come back and win this game and then win the next? We're going to find out soon here as the countdown has just now started. Our map is Whirlwind, the biggest map we have here in competitive StarCraft 2.
Yeah. I don't think it's actually the biggest we've ever had, though. Wasn't Atlanta's spaceship bigger than this map?
Oh, yeah, but that was pretty short-lived, I guess.
Yeah, that was short-lived,
Yeah, Whirlwind, I guess, is our longest season map here.
Certainly. It's one of our oldest maps now, isn't it? In fact, it might be our oldest.
Yeah, we don't have Daybreak anymore, do we? So, yeah, I think you might be right now.
Yeah.